He said, "Just ask me to help." And something in me went very, very quiet. It was a Saturday. Not a special one, just a Saturday. I woke up at 6, not because of an alarm, not because anyone called me, just because my brain was already running, already making the list, already 3 steps ahead of a day that hadn't started yet. My husband was asleep beside me, still, peaceful, one arm across his chest like he hadn't moved all night. For me, the day had already begun. It began the moment my eyes opened, maybe before. I got up, made the list on my phone the written one, even though I already had it memorized. Got the kids dressed, made breakfast, wiped the counter, put a load of laundry in, because if I didn't do it now, it wouldn't get done until Tuesday. All of this before 9 a.m. All of this before anyone noticed I'd done it. Can I tell you about the list? Not the one on my phone, the other one, the one that lives in my head, permanently, like a second heartbeat that never slows down. It's not just groceries. It's never just groceries. It's the milk and the bread and Sophie's pasta. But it's also while I'm there picking up the birthday card for my neighbor because her birthday is Wednesday and nobody else will remember. And checking if they have the specific brand of children's ibuprofen that Ethan can take because of his stomach, not the generic, the specific one. This is what the list looks like from the inside. 1,000 small decisions branching off each other, all held in my head, all managed quietly, all invisible to everyone around me. My husband doesn't have this list. I know he doesn't, because I've watched him. He moves through the house differently. He sees what's in front of him. He doesn't see what's about to run out, what's about to expire, what's 3 weeks away and needs booking now. I used to think this was a personality thing, that I was just a planner, naturally, that he was just more relaxed, naturally. I don't think that anymore. I think the list forms in the person who is paying attention. And I have been the one paying attention for years. Not because anyone asked me to, just because someone had to. And I was there. Here is what a grocery store trip actually looks like with 2 children. It is a military operation. I mean that without exaggeration. Sophie wants the cereal with the cartoon on it. I look at the sugar content. I offer an alternative. She doesn't want the alternative. I negotiate. I compromise. We leave with the cartoon cereal because I am tired, and she is 6, and sometimes that's just the math. Ethan drops the eggs. Not all of them 4 survive. I crouch down and pick up the pieces of the broken ones with my bare hands, apologizing to a passing stranger, while Ethan watches with genuine remorse and Sophie has already moved on to looking at the yogurt. My phone pings 3 times. I don't look at it. I keep moving, because stopping means losing momentum, and losing momentum means we'll be here another 20 minutes, And I can feel Ethan starting to unravel at the edges, that particular energy that means we have maybe 15 minutes before things get hard. I know this because I am always watching, always calculating, always 3 minutes ahead. By the time we get back to the car, I have 5 bags. Heavy ones. The kind where the handles dig into your palms and you have to keep readjusting your grip. I load the bags into the trunk. I get the kids buckled. I return the cart because I always return the cart. Even when I'm tired, even when it's far, I don't know why. I just always do. I sit in the driver's seat for a moment before I start the car. I am tired. Not dramatically, not in a way I would tell anyone, just full. I start the car. I drive home. The whole way back, I'm already thinking about what's next. Lunch. The laundry in the machine that needs to go to the dryer. The email I didn't answer this morning. The permission slip for Sophie's field trip that has to be signed and returned by Monday. The list never stops. Even in the car, even with music on, even when I'm tired, the list never stops. My husband was on the couch when we got home, and he looked up when we came in, and his face was warm and glad to see us. And he started to get up. I could see him starting to get up, and I came through the door with 5 bags and 2 tired children, and he looked at me and he said, "Hey, you okay? Just ask me, I would have helped. You just have to ask." I set the bags down, slowly, one by one, and I smiled, because what else do you do? He meant it kindly. He was offering. He was right there, genuinely willing. So I smiled. But inside, something sat down. Something that had been standing for a long time, holding a lot of weight, and it just sat down and went quiet. I've thought about that moment a lot. Coming through the door with 5 bags. And I've thought about what I actually needed. Not what I would have asked for if he'd offered. What I actually needed in that moment without being asked. I needed him to see me come through the door and get up without being asked. Just get up. Take the bags. Not some of them, all of them. Get the kids settled. Snack, TV, whatever it takes, just for 15 minutes, just long enough for me to sit down without someone needing something from me. And maybe say, "You've been out all morning. Sit down. I've got it." That's it. That's the whole thing. Not a grand gesture. Not flowers or apologies or a long conversation about division of labor. Just seeing me walk through the door and knowing, without being told, that I was carrying more than bags. A partner notices. A helper waits to be asked. A partner sees the weight before you name it. A helper needs you to name it first. A partner makes you feel less alone in the life you're both living. A helper makes life a little easier but leaves you feeling like the manager of everything, including the getting of help. I don't want a helper. I want a partner. And I don't know how to say that without it turning into a fight about whether I'm being fair, whether I'm being grateful enough, whether I'm asking too much. So mostly I don't say it. I just smile and put away the groceries. That night, after the kids were asleep and the kitchen was clean and the laundry was folded and the permission slip was signed and left by the door so I wouldn't forget it Monday morning, I sat on the edge of the bed. My husband was already half asleep. The house was quiet, and I sat there and I felt the day in my body, in my palms where the bag handles had been, in my shoulders, in the back of my eyes. And I thought about his words, just ask me. And I thought, I am so tired of asking. I am tired of managing the asking. I am tired of running the household in my head every hour, every day, without anyone knowing it's happening. I am tired of being essential in invisible ways. I didn't say any of this out loud. He was almost asleep. And what would I say? Where would I even start? So I just lay down, and I stared at the ceiling in the dark. And I whispered, not to him, just to the room, I'm tired, not of you, not of this life, just tired. And I need someone to see that without me having to hold up a sign. The room didn't answer. But I heard myself, and that was something. If you're listening to this, in your car maybe, or folding laundry, or lying in the dark after everyone else is asleep, the house finally quiet, finally yours for a moment. If any part of this Saturday sounded like your Saturday, I want you to know I see you. That woman, the one holding all of it, she is not invisible to me. And I want to say something else, something I'm still learning myself. The carrying is not love, or it can be love. It often is love, but it is not the proof of love. You do not have to carry everything silently to show how much you care. That is not the bargain. That was never supposed to be the bargain. Real love, the kind that lasts, the kind that holds it, has to be shared. Not perfectly, not equally in every moment, but shared. Noticed. Named. You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to say, I need you to see this without me having to show you. You are allowed to put the bags down. We are not the labor. We are the women who have been doing the labor, quietly, for a long time, without enough witness. This is the weight she carries, and tonight, it's mine.